kind of between a line and a semicircle. I normally say with the semicircle, you bring it in, it then means you don't have to have quite as wide your recording. What I did to the other group, set your chairs up, and if your chairs are in the shot, then you're all good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have to try and work out what's where. If you put your 5 chairs there, then you'll be able to see with your 5 chairs.
I think we've got 4.
Now, each individual task. Madam, each, have you done 1, 2, 3?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. So I just thought you took one of the whole
in
board.
case, in case I can't able to read,
Can we do
I can zoom it and I can do something.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's
well,
it.
as long as you've got your 4 photos.
Yeah,
Look at shots.
Just this one, just this one. Okay. So you pop your chairs in.
No, sorry, not that one, not that one. This one.
Ah,
Then we can come around this one a bit more. Is that okay? We'll move it back.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. I just didn't want people moving whole classrooms because it just becomes
Okay.
rushing.
So we're going to just sit like here.
Yeah, because otherwise I don't think
Okay.
I'll fit in.
So what? Is that in the shot?
We've got my machine. If we just move this table back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need the physical table, but some people
Yeah.
prefer a physical, that little bit of barrier there to help. Okay. Where are you, Jeanette?
It's quite a lot, isn't it? If we're not quite 100% in the shot, that's okay, isn't it?
As
Because you
long
have
as
all
I
the
can
different
see you,
videos
I
from
don't
someone
need
else.
like-
Yeah.
Let's have a look at what you guys have got.
You'll have it from
Oh,
someone else.
whoever's
even
that
if-
laptop is perfect.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Got a nice wide video.
I am missing.
Jeanette.
you are not, she's not
Are you able to come
There.
in further?
little bit.
Yeah. But you'll be able to get everyone from everyone's videos, won't you?
Yeah, but I do need it over that whole.
So this one maybe needs to go. If we all sit back a bit.
That's what you better off to go further back than
Yeah.
close, and that's what I said to the other group.
But the audio won't be clear.
Sorry,
Can you hear it?
Maybe the audio
that'll
won't
be
be.
alright.
All right?
Good projection,
Yes.
confidence. Speak with confidence.
Okay.
Project managers.
What if we just rotate around each session and somebody can be the facilitator? So would I do that?
Whatever works for you.
Mother.
Oh, so it's just fine.
Did it all in? Oh, that one. Yeah.
Brother.
Not in the last one.
Yeah, that's it. Everybody can see now.
Recording. All right. Hey, what's to facilitate? Jeanette, you're a good. No, I'm bossy. That's what he's trying to say. So, yeah, well, thank you for coming, everyone. No. So we're here to discuss, have our first meeting regarding the Bayview Dog Park. So we have 3 tasks. First task is to identify the project initiation documents. So, Albina, would you like to start with what documents you've selected?
Sure. So first I selected the scope management plan. By saying that I wanted to at the beginning outline the scope of the work, what is included on scope, what is potentially can included or what is will be excluded during the meeting. We should come to conclusion and create scope plan that everyone will be agreed. Then project plan schedule. So in project plan schedule, we will have steps. Each steps of the project and who will deliver, who will each stakeholders action in each step. Then key stakeholders relationship. So in this plan, we will see who is responsible for what, who is to make sure that each of us know the hierarchy of the job we are doing. Project milestone and timeline. It's we usually have to create updated throughout the project to make sure that everyone in the process and aware that there are some dates where some delivery or some milestones should happen. Yeah, and it's actually throughout the project, but in initial we also need to have and planned budget, since we have concise budget in all projects. So according this planned budget, we creating scope of work. Or for example, we don't know the budget, but we know scope of work, so we need to have this planned budget.
Yeah, maybe I'll just shout out a couple of them because there's a bit of overlap. I thought the strategic plan was a key document to look at what the community wants and what, particularly because they've done all the research to see what's important to community members and what the council's agreed to as a trajectory. And then reviewing the other one I did, the risk management manual to get a clear sense of how we're going to manage the risk as the project goes along.
For me is a community plan, whether it's between what we're doing, the dog park requested by a local residents, it is fit into the plan, make sure that it is going to be fit into our plan. And then we decide, once we decide it is going to be big one, then case study, what we're going to do and what is how big it is and where is the land, find out the land and get the approval from the environmental department, from forestry department, whatever the department it is, and then in the part of the case study, assign the task, who is doing what, who is designing, who is making drawings, and as a part of making a tender, what needs to be done, what is the drawing size, and what is the landscaping design, mechanical side, or any put like a water drink fountain. So what is the standard for it, whether it's Australian standard or not, and providing a dog's footpath, what side of Australian standards is everything is need to be like engineering side, need to be in the case study, and who's doing what, and then specifications. We already discussed the landscape specifications, and based on that, prepare a tender and call out for a tender, and go from there onwards. The contractor going to be take over the job. Then we oversee while it's work going on and the local traffic while the work's conducting, the traffic management in the local, make sure there's a less disruption to the local people. Once this project is done, need to be how do you manage long term? What is a monthly or weekly inspection or monthly inspection? And if there anything goes wrong, or what is how do you rectify those things? Who is the responsible? Which department is going to be responsible for this? Hand over to that particular department.
Sahib, that's Madan.
Yes,
Madan,
Madan,
Madan or Madan?
Madan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either or.
So like in my vision, like if you want to create a project charter, it's important that we need to go through on case studies like that. Like case study is like a Bible, we have to use it as much as we can, and especially the community that it's going to serve, what is their need and those kind of things.
Well, I had case study, and then also written request for tender, which includes the landscape specification and landscape works. But as part of our initial discussion, we realised that that's not something we probably need at this point in the initial stage. The request for tender would come a little bit later. So that's, if I was doing this again, that's probably one I'd leave off. I thought that looking at the City of Rockingham strategic plan, which someone else had already mentioned, personally, because I'm nosy, but also I think it would be really good to get an idea of the sort of people who live in the area. I look at the City of Rockingham's website, as well as their current projects that they've got going on. The City of Rockingham's community profile, because obviously that would give us a better idea of the sort of cohort of people who live there and what their needs might be. And then I'd also have just an initial look at the local laws as well, not go into them in details at this early stage, but they're the sort of documents that I would personally look at. So, yeah.
Yeah, there was one, as I was reading through the case study, it talked about how over the years there've been numerous requests for dog parks. So it would be, it's not in there, but that would be an interesting thing to look at to see
Yeah.
that specific. If there's a record of those emails or requests and see what people have.
I think in the case study, they mentioned how many people with the dogs as well.
Yes.
How many dog owners, how many pets are living in that local area.
Yeah.
So if it is the number of, the percentage of people is high,
Yeah.
so they must be frustrated with their dogs and
Yeah.
they don't have enough place. Normal public, if we go to the kids parks, there is a clear signs, most of the time, even I go to where I live in Amda, when I go to take my kids, they normally bring with their dogs, even though
Yeah.
there is a sign clearly mentioned,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to come with dogs,
Yeah.
but they have no place to go.
That's what people
Uh,
are
that's
requesting.
really
Yeah.
frustrating for them.
Yeah. One thing that struck out to me when I was reading the case, so it's completely off topic, but when they talk about how they don't need to provide toilets because people are generally less than
Less than 2
they're
hours.
there for less than 2 hours. I thought, okay, well, here we go. So yeah, interesting.
I think it is interesting, better to put a toilet, I believe personally. Yeah, because lots of old
Double the budget,
people.
Yeah, spend the money and the maintenance as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Also, I think at the initial stage, we should do feasibility study as well, whether we have money to do it. Like, is it possible to do in this community? Yeah, maybe somebody will be disagree in front of the house or park or something.
Yeah. So task 2 was to look at the objectives, outcomes, and benefits. Is there anyone who wants to talk about some objectives that they had for task 2?
The main objective is, I believe, make sure the dogs has a space to walk and exercise and make sure, and a safe place rather than going side of the roads and footpaths and kids going and barking them and biting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is not unsafe, people running on the footpath sometimes and vehicles going and dogs, they're what dogs, they're animals, they don't know the road rules and how.
That's right.
If they go to the road, suddenly is an accident and who is going to be responsible? We
Yeah.
can't blame the driver, we can't blame the dog anymore. It's a totally
Yeah.
that kind of situation. So they need dogs need to be, and dogs owners need to be a safe space to go for their exercise and make sure the dogs are healthy. And it's bit relaxing as well. It's a lot
Well,
of
it depends on the sort of dog you have. I guess.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Sorry, had you finished? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone have anything sort of different to that or something that we can add to that?
I was trying to think of something measurable because I think the objectives need to be measurable. So it's kind of a very qualitative one, but to complete the project aligning with the City of Rockingham aspirations. I think that's really important. Objective.
And I think it was you that put on the board a reduction in the amount of requests for that to actually provide this dog park. Then you're not going to have people bringing up the council all the time saying we want a dog park. So
Yeah, something
that could be
measurable.
measurable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, perhaps the number of people with visits to the dog park
Yeah.
as well.
And I can see even attract the more people to the community to start their building, because a lot of the places I don't see any dog parks.
Yes.
Normally they go to the hills, or if they're living in hills or something, go to this is specialized protected zone for the dogs.
That's right. And that's a really good point, because if you don't have a dog park, or if you have a dog park in an area,
Yeah.
people will come from outside the area to that dog park. And then if you have, local shops around, then people will go there and buy their coffee or their ice cream or whatever. So
Yeah,
it might actually bring money into the local community.
when they explore the area, they might be think, oh, this is a good place. Why can't I buy a house here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this improves
Best case scenario.
community and environment as well,
That's
because
right.
it's within area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about that, because obviously if you've got a park with lots of nice trees and it's landscaped, then you're going to attract birds and all those sort of things, hopefully not snakes, but all that sort of local wildlife as well. So there's that green space for other plants and animals as well. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to add, will increase local interaction.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Community more
when the dogs are
Yeah.
exercising, people say hi, hello, how you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Normally
Yeah.
you don't see each other.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting in their
That's
home watching in front of TVs,
And especially for people who live on their own as
Yeah,
well, they can get
absolutely.
very lonely. So just having a purpose to go out of the house each day,
Yeah.
interact with people, even if it's just hello, how are you?
Normally, the dog owners are mostly single guys, single moms, maybe single, old people.
Yeah,
No partners. That's the main reason I found
yeah,
a lot of my workmates they're just living single. At
Yeah.
least they have one pet. Doesn't matter. Doesn't has to be dog, but they must. Everyone, as my personal experience, they have a pet.
yes.
The reason when I ask them, I need some
Right.
company.
And pets don't talk back like
Yeah.
partners and children.
Yeah, I know people who have formed friendships through their dog park.
Yes.
They see them
Yeah.
every day.
And you think about if you have people come into that community all the time, the kids get to know each other. So when they start school, they already know some of the friends and so on. So yeah, it's a really, really great idea. So that was the outcomes we just did, wasn't it? I think that, yeah.
We did a range. I feel like we went-
Yeah. So happier, healthier, better socialised dogs and humans. Safe space for dogs to play and train. Creation of space that improves and increases community spirit and involvement. I think we've all had something along those lines. Really awesome. So benefit. I think are we sort of rushing for time? Might need to move
We're
along.
gonna-
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
benefits. Did you have anything you want to talk about? with that?
Property value
Oh, yeah.
in terms
All
of
like
areas
that.
and
Businesses will increase.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
pets mental health. That's another thing. Otherwise, pets won't have a chance to play. Then
Yes.
it will, like,
I think
won't
also-
listen to their
Yeah.
owners.
I think also mental health pet owners as well,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a reduction in long-term costs as well.
and also
burden cost.
learning aspects. For example, if I will buy dog, where I will find information, so
Yeah.
it's a good source of information for ownership and become responsible owner. So for ownership.
Yeah. Go to the park and find someone who's got a dog similar to what you're thinking of buying and saying, is this a good dog? And
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one
it's
looks
the
too hyperactive. I
Yeah.
don't think I'll get one.
well, someone might say, this dog's really good for children with allergies or whatever. And,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
introduce them to more education. That's a good point, well done. Yeah. All right. Just because we're getting a bit of a wind up.
Yeah.
So
Project governance structure.
yeah, the governance structure. Does anyone want to talk about what they had bought?
I believe the sponsor is the main guy.
I think we all had sponsor at the top, didn't we?
Yeah. Then the project manager is which is us.
Yes.
And I believe the design drawing wise maintenance manager engineering services and horticulture. These two guys are sit together. These guys has a vast amount of knowledge in what kind of landscaping wise and engineering side, the shed and all, and the borders and all, fencing and all. The engineering services manager has a good idea. That's why they should prepare how should be the drawing wise. And it's a tender preparation. The manager for parks and services, once get this information, these guys will prepare the tender, what need to be done in the tender, and what's the time frame and all, with the discussion of whole team. And then traffic management plans, while it is working going on, the service coordinator, he can be manage the traffic management while the construction is going on. And the last one is daily updates. There must be the contract supervisor, the site supervisor. He's going to be address every day what is happening today and safety wise and project going forward wise. That's my thought.
So you've got the called the PCGs all on one level as sort of like equal, for want of a better word.
Yeah, everybody report this guy
Yeah.
finally anyway,
Yeah.
which is us.
Yeah.
What's PCG for?
It was the
Project
something-
control.
project control group. Yeah, I was just
Oh,
being
okay.
lazy. Yeah, it was their roles rather than their names. So it was the PCG of parks and culture. So it's just the different sections within the city of Rockingham.
And everybody reporting project manager to us. And
Yeah. I think we all had something similar there, didn't we?
Similar. I've kind of done them in, I think those first two are all the same.
Yeah.
And then done them in different
Yeah.
configurations with the other groups.
So, Athena, you had a slightly different.
Yeah. So I don't know exactly what all these professionals doing, but
Yeah.
in my interpretation, sponsor is who is giving money. I project manager who coordinating consultants, client and contractors. So in this case, manager park services, I thought that it would be client. So with who we will in contact with sponsor, and then I will coordinate the consultant, so horticultural technical officer and the coordinator ranger that for me like as a consultant who will make sure that the design aligns with the community and with dogs. Okay, so this part of like taking resource information from them, and the contractors is who is doing job. So it's manager engineering service with controlling the process and site supervisor landscaping also. That's my
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's really interesting how we all had sponsor and then project manager all the same, and then from there was some slight variations.
Yeah, I guess it somewhat depends on the actual reality of how the
That's
city of Rockingham is structured.
But also on our backgrounds as well. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah. Because I think we'd all like to be right up
I
the top.
believe that
but-
like site supervisor is separate part because all others are
Under the
belongs
council,
to
under the council,
Council,
site
yeah.
supervisor is the contractor.
their contractor. So
I had site supervisor as a separate line of communication as well.
End of the day, those are the guys, the contractors are going to work on it. So we only provide external support, the
Yeah.
real work done by a site, a contractor. They need to be provided to us every day for communication wise.
Yeah.
What is going on with the project, what has done today, and everyday updates.
Wow.
You
Not
guys-
bad for our first session.
We are ready to put
I
this down.
think we're running out of time, so.
Great meeting everyone.
Nice, nice to meet you all.
The rest of project management team.
Right.